long before cryptozoologists were running around the woods and accidentally shooting each other while looking for Bigfoot. This mythological creature inhabited the wild, forested areas of Oregon and the west coast of North America.
Bigfoot, or Sasquatch, was a large, hairy humanoid creature that was shy and non-aggressive. The sightings began in 1904 by settlers in Sixes River area of Oregon. By 1924, there were several incidents reported in the Oregon press by the Mount St. Helen miners about an ape-like man attacking them. Seems that Bigfoot was becoming more aggressive.
Early on, Bigfoot, or at least his cousin the Grassman, was first reported in 1869 in Ohio as a large, hairy, bipedal humanoid with orange eyes and was 9 feet tall. He lived in grassy shelters in the meadows.
Around the same time, in 1892, the wood booger of Virginia was an 8-foot-tall nocturnal creature with brown or black fur. He was aggressive, as would carry off children that wandered into the woods.
By 1903, the Mogollon monster of Arizona was reported. This cousin had a very wide stride and would leave footprints that could be 22 inches in length. He was definitely a larger cousin and stood 10 feet tall with a strong, muscular build. He had a very foul stench that was like a dead fish, with the scent of a skunk and some decaying peat moss. He had a hairless face and dark reddish-brown, long, thick hair.
Bigfoot and his cousins, either they moved around or were finally discovered in abundance during the 60s and the 70s.
In the 60s, the Honey Island swamp monster in Louisiana was documented. It was thought that he might have been the offspring of an alligator and chimpanzee, or maybe an abandoned child raised by the alligators. He was another large creature, over 7 feet tall, with yellow eyes, dull gray hair, and a terrible stench. He left large 3-toed webbed footprints. Then in the summer of 1964, the Dewey Lake Monster of Michigan was discovered, an angry creature that would smash or turn over cars. He was aquatic, swam underwater, was scaly, had claws like a bear, was 10 feet tall, and had a cone-shaped head.
The 1970s was crazy. In 71, the Fouke Monster of Arkansas was reaching into windows with his large, hairy arms. In 72, the Momo of Missouri, with its black fur that covered its face and body, would let out a growl and kill dogs. The Big Muddy Monster of Illinois emerged in 1973. A creature of 350 pounds, standing at 8 feet tall, with red eyes, and again the obnoxious odor. An ape-like creature was seen in 1974, and he was titled the skunk ape of Florida. He lived in the Everglades, and he also had a pungent aroma. The final cousin of Bigfoot was the Monster of Whitehall in New York. In 1976, 3 teenagers saw this 7-foot-tall hairy beast. The sightings continued to a point where some people now consider Whitehall the Bigfoot capital of the East.
Many people still search for these cryptids, and the cryptozoologists continue to use rumors, stories, folklore, and legends to prove the existence of these mythological beasts.